So hello everyone. So today we are going to solve another problem, another lead code problem, like adding two numbers. So the problem statement here it says that we have given two non-empty lists representing two non-negative integers, and the other assumptions is digits are stored in the reverse order. Okay, and we need to add each and every node of linked list, and we need to create another linked list, and we need to return the result. And this is another one of the very popular questions which has been asked in many companies. If you see here, Amazon, Apple, Google. Okay, so let's see how we are going to solve this problem. To do lead code 2 problem. So here we have given like two linked list, L1 and L2. And we need to do L1 plus L2, and we need to add both the linked list, and we need to return another linked list as a result. So how we are going to approach this question? So this is the first thing which is coming in my mind. So before starting the solution, let's discuss some of the things which we need to consider. So as we understand the problem statement that we have given two linked list, and we need to add both linked list, and we need to return result set as a linked list. So before solving this problem, right, discuss some edge cases, L1 and L2. Okay, so if you look at here, so this is the L1 is nothing but the head of the linked list 1, and this L2 is head of linked list 2. So there could be the reason that head can be null, or L2 can be null. Second scenario can be like L1 can be null, or L2 have some data. Third, L1 is not null, or L2 null. So these three edge cases which are related to the head of L1 and L2. Okay, and if you see here in this questions has been given, there is one assumption before solving this problem. It's telling that digits are stored in the reverse order. Okay, so if you see here, we have 2, 4, 3. That means we can consider 3, 4, 2, and another one is 5, 6, 4. Okay, and we can consider 4, 6, 5. And when we will try to add this linked list, it's pretty simple. It's like elementary math. So 5 plus 2 is 7, 6 plus 4 0, and we can have one carry here, so that will come here, and 4, 7 and 8, and this could be the result. So let's discuss some of the boundary condition here. So if L1 and L2, so specific to this scenario, we have the length of L1 3 and length of L2 3. There could be the reason that L1 may contain only one item, and null, or L2 may contain 2 elements. Okay, Other possibility, as we already discussed, this only contain null or this might contain some more node. Third could be, for example, it has been given 9 and null, or it can given 1 null. Okay, so when you try to add this 99 plus 1, okay, it's going to be 0, 1 and 1. Sorry. So how we are going to solve this problem? So again, I'm taking the same example here. So we have 2, 4 and 3, and again I'm going to do 5, 6 and 4. This is null, this is null, this is L1, this is L2. Okay. So as per the elementary math, as we know that this we are going to add 5 plus 2 7, 6 plus 4 0, and 1 will be the carry which is going to add here, and this could be the result. And as we already discussed in the assumption that the lists are in reverse order. So let's try to add. So to solve this problem, we need to create one node. Okay, and this is the dummy node. Okay, and create one current node which will point to initialize with dummy node. Okay, so when you try to create 5 plus 2, so this is the second, and current node point to next. Once you pointed to the next, move current equal to current dot next. Okay, now again 6 plus 4 10, and I will have one carry equal to 1, and I will create another node with value of 0, and again I will ask this carry to next, and I will move carry here, current here. Now I have additional 1 carry, and 4 plus 3 is going to be the 7, and plus 1 8 carry, and current dot next is going to 0.8, and again current will move here. Okay, so there could be the possibility that at the end we will have the carry. So suppose if you take some another example, right? So you have given 2, 4 and 8, 5, 6 and 4. Okay, so if we try to add this list, then how it's going to similarly create one dummy node and initialize this current. Okay, add 5 plus 2 7, and create one new node and assign this current dot next equal to 7, and then move current pointer to current dot next. Now the second 6 plus 4 equal 10. Here I will have one carry 1. Okay, then again point this current dot next to the new node and move current here. Then 6 plus 4 equal to 13. Okay, so I'm going to create, again I will have carry equal to 1. I'm going to create 3 node and assign this current dot next to the point. So I'm pointing current dot next to the 3 and move current to the current dot next. So in this scenario, if you see that still we have the remainder, and this remainder we need to add here. Create another node with remainder and add this, okay, which is pointing to the next, and now its current dot next become next, and move this current here. And our final result will be, because at initially the current we have declared here, now it's moved to this location. Okay, but we cannot return the current as a result right? So we need to return dummy dot next. Okay, so dummy dot next is nothing but here. So this head we are returning, and this could be our result. So hope you understand this problem, and we will try to code this. So here if you see, if L1 equal to null and L2 equal to null, return null. Okay, or there could be chance that only L1 is null. So in this case we can return L2, and if L2 equal to null, we can return L1. Okay, and as we have already discussed that we need to create one dummy node to return the result. So link node result equal to new list node. I'm passing 0, and list node current equal to result. So I'm assigning current to the result. And if you do not want it to modify the existing linked list which is passing through the parameter, so for the best practices definitely we can create one two local variable to equal to L2. Okay, we'll loop through unless and until p is not equal to null or q is not equal to null. L2. Okay, so as we discuss what sum is going to be, p dot integer x equal to p is equal to null. In this case I'm taking 0, or x p dot value integer y equal to q is equal to null. It's 0, or q dot values. Okay, so here if you see, the sum is going to be x plus y, but as we have already discussed that there could be like it's going to be have some carry, so definitely we wanted to store the carry. So carry we are going to add it in the second iteration. Okay, and as we discussed that current dot next, okay, we are going to create one list node, right, and we are going to add the sum values, and our carry is going to be sum divided by 10, and carry equal to next. Now another one condition we need to write here, like p, just to avoid the null object reference exception, so we are going to move p and q both simultaneously. So if p is not equal to null, p equal to p dot next, and if q is not equal to null, q equal to q dot next. Okay, now if rest is not equal to 0, then again carry dot next equal to create new list node and add this, sorry, carry, and finally we are going to return result dot next. Okay, so we are done. Just let's check how the code is going to look like, and before submitting just we need to just verify if anything which we have missed out. So as we have already discussed this edge cases, so if L1 and L2 both are null, then we are trying to return null. If L1 is equal to null, we are trying to return L2. If L2 is null, then we are trying to return L1. We are creating one result node, and we are initializing this current with result, and we are creating two local variable L1 p and q. the carry equal to 0, and we are trying to loop it this. And as there was one scenario where if both lists are not in the same size, so in this case if p becomes null, then we are taking 0, or if q becomes null, we are taking this 0, and we are taking the sum. We are adding carry plus x plus y, creating the new node, taking the sum values, and forwarding this carry. It's pretty simple. Now try to submit this code. Okay, it's successfully done. Okay, so another thing, let's discuss the time complexity of these solutions. So let's discuss the time complexity and space complexity of this program. So here if you see, if the size of L1 is n, and size of m or size of L2 is n, and we are trying to loop it right here. So take another example, like then what could be the time complexity in this case? So it's going to be O of max of n into n. Why I have taken the max? Because suppose you have given one example like 1 and 2 and null, and you have given 1, 2, 3 and null. So how many times we are going to add it, right? So 1, 3, 5 and null, right? So whatever the maximum length, so in this case maximum length is 3, so this is going to be the answer. Similarly, the space complexity, as we are taking the output one dummy node just to return the value, and it's going to store how many values. So in this case if you see, we have 1, 2, 3. In the worst scenario, if we have the carry which is greater than 10, and definitely that also required one space, so again it's going to be max of n, okay, and for carry 1, and this could be the time and space complexity. So hope you understood this solution, and if you have any feedback, you can, if you have any feedback or anything, you can put in the comment section. Thank you so much.